So today I want to talk about the Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado winning the Nobel Peace Prize. And I am not going to join the people that's out there saying that, look, she don't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. As a matter of fact, I don't believe there's anything peaceful about the Nobel Peace Prize. I think this whole Nobel Peace Prize is a sham. And years ago, roughly 10 years ago, when I look up the history of this Nobel Peace Prize and the Nobel family, Alfred Nobel was the person that was credited for creating dynamite explosive. And after years of his creation of explosive causing millions of lives, close to his deathbed, he decided that he is going to come up with this peace prize. So someone that created explosive that is responsible for millions of death over the past 200 years, and then he came up with this idea about a peace prize. So long ago, I did not buy into this Nobel Peace Prize. I think this thing is a big sham, and so I don't buy into it. So my thing about this Nobel Peace Prize is this Nobel Peace Prize, is this more ammunition for Donald Trump to go and invade Venezuela? Because at some point, they are going to have to start showing evidence. It is not going to be sufficient enough to just be like bombing boats in the Caribbean Sea without any evidence. So far, we have not seen any drugs. So far, we have not seen any bodies. And this is going to be played out. So is this another ammunition in the Trump playbook to say, like, look, this woman won the Nobel Peace Prize because of her fighting for freedom in Venezuela. So this is going to give us the green light to go in and invade Venezuela. So the night when she received the Nobel Peace Prize, this is the phone call that she received before it was announced to the world that she won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yes.
Hello?
Am I talking to Maria Corina Machado?
Yes, this is Maria Corina.
Yes, Maria Corina. My name is Christian Berg-Harpviken. I am the secretary of the Norwegian Nobel Committee in Oslo. And I'm calling to inform you that in a few minutes it shall be announced here at the Nobel Institute that you will be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025.
Oh my God.
So the warmest congratulations to you, Maria.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I have no words. I thank you so much, but I hope you understand this is a movement. This is a achievement of a whole society. I am just one person. I certainly do not deserve this. Oh my God.
I think both the movement and you deserve it.
I'm honored, humbled. I am very grateful on behalf of the Venezuelan people. We're not there yet. We're working very hard to achieve it, but I'm sure that we will prevail. And this is certainly a biggest recognition to our people that certainly deserve it. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
11 o'clock a.m. local time, 5 o'clock your time. After that, of course, you are more than welcome to tell anyone you would like. And by experience, we know that the news will be out.
I think it'll take me a lot longer to believe what I've just heard. Wow. Well, thank you very much. It's an honor, and I know it's a recognition to our people.
So that was her receiving the call that she would have been the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize. And as I said, even the call itself just seemed like fake to me. And as I said, there's nothing peaceful about this Nobel Peace Prize. As I said, go do your research and you will find the Nobel family, they are a Swedish family that went to Russia and become oil billionaires. So oil billionaires, and also one of the son, as I said, Alfred Nobel was the one that is credited for creating dynamite. And after millions of people, after how many wars with his invention, then he decided close to his deathbed that, look, I want to create something. After contributing to so much wars, I want to create something now that is going to bring peace. So I am not buying it, and I don't believe in this Nobel Peace Prize. And when you listen to the news in North America, everybody is celebrating the opposition leader of Venezuela. But if you consume your media from other places like India or in the Middle East or other places, then you'll get a different perspective on what could really be going on. And as I said, is this giving the Trump administration more ammunition to say, like, look, see, this woman is fighting for peace in Venezuela, and America to the rescue?
Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado could provide U.S. President Donald Trump with fresh political ammunition amid rising tensions between Washington and Caracas. Many believe Trump could use this moment to reinforce his hardline stance against the Maduro regime in Venezuela. After being awarded the prize, Machado directly appealed to Trump for support, declaring, and I'm quoting here, "Today, more than ever, we count on President Trump." By seeking help from the U.S. and other democratic nations in Latin America and beyond, Machado amplified her plea for international intervention to restore freedom and democracy in Venezuela. Machado thanked Trump for supporting Venezuela's fight against Maduro, calling it a decisive cause for a suffering nation. Trump backed her words by reposting her message on Truth Social. Donald Trump said the Venezuelan opposition leader called him after being awarded the Peace Prize and underscored that he has been aiding Machado's cause along the way, calling the situation in Venezuela a basic disaster.
And her giving Donald Trump credit might be the evidence that we need to say, like, look, this is really what is happening. Because Donald Trump has only been in office less than a year. And Donald Trump has been in armed forces in the Caribbean Sea for the past month and a half, going into 2 months. And the opposition leader now is coming out and crediting Donald Trump, giving Donald Trump all the credit and saying that, look, he's fighting for the people of Venezuela. So 2 months, less than 2 months, sending warships in the Caribbean, blowing up boats, that is fighting for the people of Venezuela. And she's giving him all the credit. And Donald Trump, of course, he's going to accept the credit.
The person who actually got the Nobel Prize called me and said, I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it. That a very nice thing to do. I didn't say then give it to me though. I think she might have. She was very nice, and I've been helping her along the way. They need a lot of help in Venezuela. It's a basic disaster.
And I don't know if it's just me, but the last time I heard that she was in hiding, and it is just so convenient. It just seems so coerced, so planned that, first of all, the Nobel Peace Prize, they were able to call her in real time and talk to her about being the recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Donald Trump was able to call her, and now we are seeing Fox News calling her and having an interview. So it just seemed a bit strange for someone in hiding, and all of these people have her number to call her, and now she's doing an interview on Fox. I don't know if it's just me, but it just seemed a bit suspect.
Maria Corina Machado join us, the new recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Maria, welcome, congratulations, and tell our viewers why you decided to dedicate this award to President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much, Rachel, and to all of you for what you have done for Venezuela. And they decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuela, destabilized the region, and undermined the institutions in the United States, because having Venezuela as a safe haven of the enemies of the United States and using our territory and our resources to hurt the American people and American institutions is certainly a threat to the national security of the United States and the security of the hemisphere. But President Trump has been very clear, courageous in terms of dismantling this criminal structure. And on behalf of the Venezuelan people, I reaffirmed our gratitude and our commitment to this cause for the whole America. So I insist he deserves it. And we are very proud to be working at this moment with all these allies for this huge resolution.
You know, Maria, for those, I mean, President Trump, along with, he launched this war on the cartels, this war on narco-terrorist dictators, especially Nicolas Maduro, who's sort of the head of this snake, of this network that is poisoning our people, but torturing yours. I mean, the resources that he, the revenue from his drug running and also the oil, he's using that to build the gulags that the activists who are opposing him are now under. Can you explain to our viewers what has happened, what has changed in Venezuela since this war on the cartels and on narco dictator Nicolas Maduro was launched?
Well, I would say that everything is changing, Rachel, because a new hope has arisen. Because we realize Maduro, the whole world knows Maduro is totally illegitimate. He lost by landslide a presidential election last year, even though it was absolutely scam fraudulent. And since then, he's been seeing terror, you know, in waves of persecutions. Thousands of Venezuelans, innocent Venezuelans, are in jail. Hundreds have been tortured and disappeared, and millions have been forced to flee intentionally. But now we realize that we are not alone, and this criminal structure, because as you said, Maduro is the head of El Tren de Aragua and the head of El Cartel de los.
So, what are your thoughts on this? Are you with the opposition leader of Venezuela, Corina Machado, or do you think that she is just like a puppet that the Trump administration is ready to replace Maduro with so they can have access to all the oil? Because these are the two conversations going on out there. Like, look, only a few like uninformed people in the Caribbean think that this is really about a war on drugs. Everybody else, even in America, know that this is all about oil and gas. Venezuela is sitting on the largest oil reserve in the entire world, more than Saudi Arabia, more than the United Arab Emirates, and they are sitting on that wealth. And as far as we know, this is what everything is all about. The Americans are saying it, the Chinese are saying it, the Russians are saying it. This is all about oil, and this is not a war on drugs. And so, share your thoughts in the comment section. Do you believe that the opposition leader, she's really fighting for her country? Do you believe that Maduro is this dictator and drug dealer and she's fighting to get back her country? Or do you think that she's a puppet government that the Trump administration want to replace so that they can send in ExxonMobil, they can send in Shell, and they can take all the oil and leave the people of Venezuela with little or nothing? Sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.